Hello everybody, how are you doing? I hope you're doing really well. I'm very excited to be here with you today. I'm checking out the new Arturia MicroLab MK3 version 3. So this is a small MIDI controller from the brand Arturia that I really love, and I've been working with them a lot. And today we're going to be making a tutorial for beginners. This means that it's going to be helpful for people who bought the MicroLab, or people who want to find out about it, or people who want to know how to start using MIDI controllers. So we're going to be talking about what it does, what it doesn't do, the different types of functions and buttons we can find here, how to connect it to your computer, how to register the product, how to download everything that comes included. And I'm also going to show you how to record so you can start making your own beats. So if you like the idea of this video, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel and it means a lot. Let me know who you are below and say hello, don't be shy, and let's start with the video. So let's start with what is and what isn't a MIDI controller. The basic difference between a keyboard and a MIDI controller is that a keyboard usually comes with a sound bank included. So that means that you'll find string sounds, piano sounds, bass sounds, guitar sounds, drum sounds, everything included into your keyboard. On the other hand, MIDI controllers might look like a keyboard, but they are actually just a controller. So it doesn't come with a sound bank, which is sometimes very good because it keeps the price low, and then you have to load up your own libraries from a computer or a physical hardware of sound bank. I could actually, with this, I could use any of my synths behind me. So basically every MIDI controller speaks the same language, and the differences between more expensive ones, renowned brands like Arturia, and cheaper ones from China is that usually bigger brands have software, really good software, like in the case of Arturia, and they include software whenever you buy this. So you already have a really cool sound bank, and you can start from zero without having to search anywhere else. You have everything you need to start, and that's what we're going to be focusing today. So the first step, once we unbox this MicroLab Mark III, is to go into the Arturia site. Here we want to register or log in, and then on the top we're going to register a new product. And then we're going to write down the serial number and everything that comes included in the box, and that will allow us to install everything. This will work without registering it. But if you want to use the included software, you have to go through this step. So once we've got our MicroLab Mark III, here we can check out the included Arturia licenses, like the Analog Lab Intro. Analog Lab is an amazing library of synth sounds made by Arturia, that they are really good at recreating classic synths. And it includes thousands of presets. I do have the full version, but with the intro version you can do a lot as well. And then it comes included with Ableton Live Lite, which Ableton is a production and recording software. That is great. It's not the full version, but it's enough to start making your own beats and playing around. So I'm usually a Pro Tools user, but in this video I want to make sure we do everything step by step, slowly, so you can copy whatever I'm doing and get started. So another cool thing you want to install is the Arturia Software Center. Once you log in, you'll have all your products here. You can activate them, you can install them, you can update them. I recommend you download this, and then from here you install the Analog Lab Intro. So let's have a little look at what this can do. So the MicroLab 3 from Arturia comes with a USB-C connector that we can see right here. This allows us to connect it to our computer. It comes with a sustain pedal input or control, whatever you want to call it. It has 2 full octaves. Then we can switch octaves with this button. Very easy to use. Then we have our pitch shift. Then we have our modulation. And this can be configured to whatever you want. Then we have a hold button that allows us to hold a note or a chord. For a very, very long time, almost infinity. Depending on your patch, can be infinity. This allows us to just play a chord and we can play the guitar at the same time, the bass, the drum machine, sing, whatever you want to do. Or another keyboard as well. So another thing that is really cool, we can see gray numbers and letters. Those are secondary functions. This means that if we press the shift button, we can access the sub menu. So something that's really interesting is that we have a chord function. So I'm just going to hit shift and hold. That means that we are in the chord. And if I press only one note, we have a full chord. Let's hit it again. We're back to normal. So now that we've seen the basic controls, let's go into Ableton. Okay, so once you open Ableton for the first time, you will have this vertical look of the session. So I'm going to change it to a horizontal project, which is what I prefer. And Ableton already gives you a couple of channels set up that you can use. And I'm just going to choose, first of all, a drum kit. And we can actually audition it by just clicking on it. Let's go with this one. And now we have this button enabled. There is a record enable and the channel is turned on. We're going to be able to hear it. So I'm going to show you how to record really quickly. So we're going to activate a metronome here. We're going to change the tempo speed. I just like 90 for this. I'm just going to click there. And we can just hit record. So now I'm going to only play kick and snare. There's a little bit of latency since I'm recording the screen and stuff. So I'm going to show you afterwards a couple of cool tricks to quantize and pile MIDI notes on top of each other. So let's start. Click here. And what I want to do is quantize it in time so everything is on the grid and working well. We can choose to do this or not, but in this case, like I have a little bit of latency, I want to have it quantized. So I'm just going to select all the notes by hitting Command A and now Command U, and it's going to quantize my notes. Okay, cool. So now let's add a little bit of hi-hat. Yeah, something like that. Let's go. And we want to have activated this little plus button that will allow us to record on the same channel and pile up different notes. Let's go. There we go. So let's add some bass. I'm just going to search in the included software from Ableton. I'm going to click on instruments and I'm just going to search up here, bass. Well, this one was pretty nice. So I'm not going to be fiddling with the sounds very much because I just want to make a basic tutorial. So let's choose something to play. Let's just record something on top of that. Done. We can quantize this if we want. Let's add a little pad to our sound. So in this case, I'm going to use the Analog Lab. Let's search for it. I'm going to go into plugins so I can have external plugins. Analog Lab. Here we go. And choose plugins and hit rescan and make sure you have activated these parameters. You can also have VST activated, whatever you want to have, or you could just activate them all and scan them through. So let's check out the Analog Lab 5. So we have a Juno sound. Now, as you can see, I can move the filter here. That was literally 5 minutes to make. Of course, we can get very subtle and start mixing the sound and start getting it to feel like a really professional song. But this was quick. This was using just presets, nothing weird, and everything that comes included with the MicroLab from Arturia. Of course, I'm going to leave affiliate links below so you can go and check it out in depth. And those links help support my channel. I'm also going to leave you on the screen videos about MIDI controllers. I have made several of them and several of Arturia, so you can go and check out different models. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Louis Piduso, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe. It's completely free. Come on.